Hello, world. He is I is him. Not so slim with the tilted brim. What's his name? My name's Ryan, aka Crowns in His Corner. This is the Healing Chefs podcast. I am a healing chef, but just a real quick, Healing Chefs podcast is all about a chef is just a leader. There's cooks and there's a chef. All right. Chef just means leader, chief, anything like that. So anybody that I have on, I believe is a leader in their own right life, whatever. So today's chefs, we have LA Devils lettuce, Brandon, and Corey, aka Mr Boofman.
What's up? What's up?
Thank you very much for coming out. Before we get into any of the segments, though, could you educate the watchers, listeners, exactly who you are, what you do, and stuff like that? Before,
yeah. Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm Brandon, aka LA Devils lettuce. I'm a breeder for almost half a decade right now. I've been pretty consistently breeding for other people, and from Southern California, LA, representing.
Shout out.
Yeah.
It's rough out there.
Yeah, and it's my boy Boofman over here, Corey.
All right.
What's up, guys? Yeah, my name's Corey, but a lot of people in cannabis know me as Mr Boofman, and we can get into that a little bit later.
Yeah,
he indeed does boof it.
Yeah, but it's an honor to be here. I just moved here about 4 months ago now, from Florida. So I kind of started my growing cannabis career about 4.5 years ago there, and that's when I met this knucklehead, and we've been rocking together ever since, man. It's pretty live being right here.
Well, congratulations making it out of Florida. You got zombies and all sorts of crazy shit out there.
Yeah, and look, no face tattoos or anything.
Yeah.
So.
I still haven't heard a Florida man story from you yet, but we'll get that eventually because I'm sure you have a bunch of them.
Might have heard a few.
Might have been part of one. Might have been the one. You never know. I've been someone's story at some point in time.
Sure.
Yeah.
So we'll go ahead and jump into the first segment, which is cannabis journey. So I need to rework them.
Gotta rock it out though.
Yeah, no, it was great. So so cannabis journey is all about how you found cannabis yourselves. And people want to know not just when you started, was it flower, was it that, and then where you're at with it now. Are you still smoking exactly how you started, or are we doing are we dabbing? You know what I mean? They want to know your evolution.
Man, I remember the first weed I ever smoked was some purple Urkel sour apple train wreck, and I've still not found that strain since. I remember I feel like it found me. One of my good homies was just
I feel that.
Hey, you guys want to go smoke? And I was young. I was probably middle school. I was 14ish or something like that. Homie was like, let's go smoke in the bush down at the end of the street. It was just this hollowed out bush, and they're all ripping a little pipe in there.
Bro, that is dope.
Yeah.
I remember all that shit. You remember
being a fucking kid, little hooligan.
Yeah, let's go hide behind these bushes and smoke.
I know, it seems like some crackhead shit nowadays. You're a kid. That's cool.
That's dope. No, I
iconically remember that shit.
Yeah, that's dope because you can just smoke and stuff. Especially in Arizona, we'd be at the the grassy knoll. Let's go over there,
yeah,
and then
chill.
we just there's nowhere to really hide, but
hiding in plain sight.
If we're far enough away, we see you coming.
Yeah.
So I'm having cough tremors from smoking weed earlier. But,
dude.
So yeah, you started with that, and then we'll go into a little bit later. But how did you start with it?
Oh, so I grew up skateboarding. So I was always at the skate park, and I will pat myself on the back. I was pretty good. So I was always skating with older dudes, and I knew what they were doing out back. And when I was about 13, I was like, "Come on, guys." And they were like, "No, you're too young. You're too young." So I went out back with them. They finally let me smoke. I didn't get high. So I was so bummed out about it. So literally the next weekend.
Were you inhaling?
Probably not, right? So the next weekend, one of my other buddies, he went out back with me, same skate park. We smoked, and I got so high, and I was like, "This is great." This is.
Make sure you're up on this mic because you're
my
you're
fault.
disappearing a little bit. Yeah, our bad.
Yeah. So the first time I got high,
There we go. Yeah.
There we go. The first time I got high, I was probably 13 years old and was like, this is not bad.
Yeah.
My brain is not frying in a pan right now. I know what's going on and I love it. And, and from 13 on, it's been a part of my life.
Yeah, I always saw that after I finally smoked weed, that commercial of the frying egg and stuff. It's like, this is your brain on drugs and it's frying. It's like, oh, like afterwards, like, yeah, that's exactly how it is. But I'm sitting there making the eggs and there's
I'm high.
bacon and shit.
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
watching that motherfucker going blah, 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 blah. laughing and having a great time. So I mean, it's all like we just said in the last episode, it's all about perspective. Like yeah, maybe that wasn't my brain for sure, but that was me looking down at that pan, cooking up some food. Oh, your propaganda's stupid.
Honestly,
sorry. Oh, I'm still smoking every day, trying to get my dog to talk to me because I don't know if you ever seen that commercial, but it hasn't happened yet. But that's my goal.
Dope.
I love this. I was literally gonna bring up the one where she's like a freaking fruit roll up on the bed too. I think it's the same. I think it's the same one actually. She's like a fruit roll up on the bed.
It's on the couch because I actually put it in one of the clips. One of the clips, I believe it was with with Taylor or something like that. That we were actually talking about that one. But yeah,
that's iconic. Yeah, at this point,
like there's my friend, or that's what used to be my friend. Or
I
some
like
shit.
more before drugs. Or
Yeah,
pot or some shit.
yeah. And the girl sitting there saying that, and I think I'm pretty sure her name was Karen. She's like just hadn't grown into her whole "you can't do that here" yet. You know what I mean?
We weren't there yet.
You guys are having a good time and making money. Fucking sorry. Karen's great. So with yourself, has it always been flower? Do you like dabbing?
I was literally about to say that commercial probably reminds me of someone that just took
bad.
way too many dabs back in the day when they were red hot only, dude. Like red hot fatty dab knocked me out like that on the bed or couch.
That red hot, doing them off titanium nails.
Shout out to the terpometer or the terpometer because that changed my fucking life, bro. Like I literally would, like you're saying, I'd feel like I was on the couch melting. Like I can't breathe. I have asthma, because you just jazzed your lung.
Yeah. So I've seen that a lot lately, and there's even podcasts devoted. Brian talking take 3. It's they're devoted to taking hot dabs. I think it's called hot dabs or some shit like that. And I mean, to each their own. I'm not hating on anybody, but I will say, like, for myself, I'm not going to do any of that stuff because over time that's you're just roasting your lungs, and that can't possibly be good.
It doesn't feel good.
Doesn't feel good.
Doesn't feel good.
Your body is seriously like going through convulsions, saying this is not good.
Right.
And you almost pass out at some of that shit. But and then if you have asthma on top of it, and then you're doing it, you're
double duty.
Oh my gosh, you're hurting yourself. But hey, again, some people like them hot ones. Some people like hot sauce.
It's a real dab when you get the hot sweats.
Bro, last night there's even now a clip of I was playing Call of Duty with a homie Dingles. Silly name.
Really?
Yeah. We're all, we were all taking a dab, and I take like a 1/4 gram dab of
there it is.
The homies Tropicana cookies. This
there
is Dab and Ricky stuff.
Word?
Because I've had this giant jar, so like I've just been taking giant dabs, and I think even in the clip, I was like, I think I'm sweating. I'm sweating so hard.
That was a good dab then.
Yeah, it was really good. And then the sleep thereafter was involuntary. Violently coming down, going to bed. So yourself, I know, we talked about some people avoid the BHO and stuff nowadays. We do not. If it's good BHO, we smoke that shit. Because we grow up stoners, we're smokers and stuff like that. And quality is quality, regardless of what condition it's in. But more and more lately, like hash and stuff. When did you guys find like rosin and stuff?
I feel like I've known about rosin a little bit before COVID, but I feel like I personally like super dove into rosin heavy during COVID. Like I was buying grams like left and right. Like I was kind of snobby about it too. I was like, oh, hash rosin only once I was on that wave. But honestly, there's tons of fire BHO. Like if you can actually find some quality like BHO that's not like obviously like I don't know, just good material is gonna make good freaking wax, any type of concentrate.
Yeah, like last night that Shoki from MPX. Shout out MPX.
That shit was fire.
Dab
Nice,
sweats,
yeah.
dab sweats.
That shit was fire.
The I've liked the Shoki for a long time.
That nastiness.
That is a very good one. Yeah, I've been dabbing this Tropicana cookies. So like I said,
that's a lot of trop.
Yeah.
My first introduction to rosin was flower rosin, and I was like, it reminded me of like the poop soup shatter. I was like, this is not good.
Why is it staining my nail?
And then I think in like 2018. Because, in Florida, so everything's got to get imported. My buddy put me on to some Colorado hash rosin. And I'm like, well, this is different. Why isn't this? This isn't all dark and nasty looking. And since then, it's been. I went on a only rosin trip for a while because I couldn't find good BHO, and then I found good BHO again. So now it's like either or, man. As long as it's good, fire in, fire out. Too many people running trim. Too many people doing that with their BHO, and I feel like good no-grown is just as good as good no-grown rosin.
Yeah, I agree, and it depends on your SOPs and stuff like that, and sticking to your, like you said, quality, fire in, fire out. But that's a problem with a lot of stuff out here. Unfortunately,
man. If Cali too.
Oh yeah. I just speak for what I know out here is. There's a lot of what you're smoking and dabbing and stuff is trim.
Yep.
Yeah. They're not running their nugs through for live resin or
yeah. It depends on the company, I would say, but yeah, I mean,
for the most part,
they're gonna get their money's worth out of that metric.
Yeah. So like the one answer is grow your own.
Yeah,
which you guys are all a part of. So speaking on smoking and whatnot, when did you guys start growing?
My first.
I think the world just shook and then people.
So I started almost about 5 years ago. I started with a bag seed, and still have her.
Bag seed.
Yeah. An OG told me that if you can germinate seeds, great. But the most important thing, just as important as germinating seeds, is taking clones. So learn that. So that was like, I literally was worried about that before I even was thinking about harvesting. So I got lucky, and I kept that pheno. She's smokes great, but everything else about her sucks, and she's sentimental. So you got to keep her.
She doesn't suck. That shit does smoke really good though. I swear it's like a OG or a blueberry something.
Well, I mean, shoot, there's like strains that we're talking about from back in the day that didn't look like these crazy RS11 and all these different strains and whatnot. Sorry. That didn't look exactly like what we got out now because of marketing and whatnot. And all that shit slapped us, whether it was tolerance or whatever. But I think it was just good weed regardless.
I liked a lot of the older strains, man. I feel like the first cecil was good, right?
Yeah. She got a nose on her.
Shout out to Corey right here.
I'll tell you, the first time I ran her,
I want to chew on it.
I know, right?
It's like
but you get that berry?
Yeah, it's like a fruity, so. I'm fruit forward, so that you already had me.
All right then.
You had me at berry. But yeah, it's it's deeper though. It's almost like a pineapple or something in there.
It's like a gassy, fruity fun for sure.
So that's what I think. Maybe more pineapple is like a little gas and sweet. Maybe.
She's a good head change.
I know you have that.
Yeah. I'm known for my pineapple cheesecake breath a little bit. It's kind of my
thing.
Bro,
I want to wear this on my shirt. That shit is fucking fire. Oh my god, she smells good.
I know. I came out to visit Corey this weekend. He's
like
joking.
when you find a good person that you're attracted to. You're like, that shit's just stuck in your mind. I'm like, fuck. All right, we're talking right now, but I'm thinking about her.
Right? Yeah, she's sticky too, dude. I didn't she's even special to me, man. You're gonna get something.
Oh, that's dope. I like it. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, what were you saying?
No, I was just saying Corey's been joking for a while. He had me out this weekend. Shouts out to him again for that. And he's always joking, I'm gonna have you trimming up this flower you sent, or these seeds you sent me. And sure enough, this weekend you got me working quick.
Oh, do we want to smoke?
Sure.
I got this. This was from Made or Blue, one of the brands. I'm sorry, but it's like some sort of Skittles or something. RS.
We were just talking about Skittles. We love it.
He said something.
The Z.
Bro, I feel so dumb. But I'll get this lit. When did
so real
growing.
quick I'll tell you. So he and I kind of like just organically met on Instagram, and I got my account banned, and he found my backup account that I just made the next day, and he was like, bro, I feel bad, man, you just hit 1,000 followers or whatever it was. And he was like, I was like, it is what it is, dude. It's not going to affect my harvest, And he's like, well, let me ease your pain, bro. He's like, I know you're running bag seed, so let me send you some beans. And I was like, man, that's really, really cool of this dude. And he's like, yeah, it's principle though. You got to pay shipping. so I cash app him the $5 real quick. And so since then, like, just I thought that moved me because the guy had nothing to gain for it. I didn't have any followers to brag about it to at that point, right? And so I sent him some weed that I had just harvested, and he was like, "What the fuck, bro? I didn't expect that." And then since then, I've been running his gear, and
it was gas too.
Yeah, so I've been sending him his shit every fucking run almost.
Ladies and gentlemen, it was a bromance from the start.
Yeah, definitely.
I was like, did we just become best friends?
Yeah. Do you want to go do karate in the garage?
And
yep.
Yeah, and he's like me, man. You can't grow in Florida, right? So you just can't. Like one plant can get you a year in jail. Anything over that can get you some prison time. So, that.
Unless you're at Disney.
Yeah, probably.
Dun, dun, dun. Sorry.
And, Brandon here has always been like, he doesn't care about making bank off of this. And
it's all for the love, man.
It's just all for the love.
It's for the love of the herb.
Yeah, man.
Like, it's a passion project.
This is what this podcast is all about. It's talking to, because my saying is, well, it's not even my saying. I know my red, but I know your red is not my red, and I want to know your red.
Right.
Sorry. But you guys started collabing and stuff, and
yeah, and then since then it's just been like nonstop. And it's funny because like I said, dude, you'll see someday we'll be out there. We'll be touring grows, and we'll be having fun, dude. Watch, you'll see. And like he was like, this guy's probably thinking like, this fucking old fool's crazy. Like, fast forward 4 years later, and we're in Phoenix touring grows. So it's like it was pretty dope, dude. To like kind of like manifest it, and
yeah, dude.
And I always say my whole thing is like my whole thing is conversions, and I'm trying to get every consumer to cultivate, right? So that's what I'm trying to do, because I used to not appreciate this plant like I do. Like I feel like I have like a relationship with it every time now. Like, when you grow your own, when you put all that effort in, there's nothing like it, and or if you know somebody that did, and then you have some homegrown, you're like, why is it so good?
Yeah.
It's the tomatoes at the market or the ones in your backyard. The backyard's always better.
Yeah,
it's the love. For
sure.
Sure.
And it's the attention, and it's not the you're not worried about marketing or what the market is dictating. And especially because the reason that I'm going to start trying to grow, I say try to grow, very much try, is because I want this shit. Everything that I've had from them is absolute fire. Look at the fucking tarts.
Yeah, screasing.
Fucking tarts, motherfucking tarts. Sorry, homie. Dingles has like a button he plays on his thing. Is like motherfucking tarts.
We need the button.
Like turd. Dingles, I need the button, dog. I need the button, tarps. But that's fucking sick. Because I ended up growing and stuff because for my own uses that I can, because I know what strains that I want and what works for me and stuff that I want, that I don't have to like go to the store or something and be like, I have to buy what they're telling me I have to buy because it's what's on the shelf. And even if you go to a store, you're like, you plan this shit out or whatever, at a dispensary. You're like, all right, I'm gonna go get this or this, and you don't put an order in or
They
something.
never have what you wanted.
Or you get the bud tender that just don't know where the shit's at. Just something.
Yo, we got you have Eli Rose said what's up. Chris Hicks said what's up.
Oh, what's up?
What's up, Eli? What's up, man?
What's up, Chris?
Ben Pasquale said what's up.
What
Hey.
up? What up, Big Ben? Yeah, I play Call of Duty with Ben. Ben is a part of Dutchy. We're gonna get him on here, Dutchy, part of the program and stuff for.
Chris want to ask about the pineapple cheesecake breath.
Yeah, I already told him that you got the seeds, Chris.
Hey, I'm gonna get some to this guy too. Don't worry. The pineapple cheesecake breath is kind of like my child. That's like my strain I'm most known for. The pineapple cheesecake breath is a cross of pineapple cheesecake, which is a strain I made. It's like really sentimental to me. It's one of the first few crosses I ever made, and crossed to this cookie breath mail I got from Eclectic Elegance. Shouts out to Riley. It's a GSC form cut crossed to meat breath. And I had this back in like 2018, and then I made the pineapple cheesecake breath, and I don't know, man, I just love those terps. It's like sweet, creamy, gassy, funky, and they're just fucking frosty, thick, and dense. They're kind of like a longer
That's what she
flower.
said.
They're kind of a longer flowering variety with like an 11-ish to 12-ish weekish coming from like the cheese and the pineapple. And I'll even say cookies. Cookies is a long strain, man. Like that shit is like always 10.5, 11ers almost. So
Yeah. The PCB is it. Literally, that's how we started. I popped his PCBs and I did a whole run, and that was the hardest run still of my life because of a few things. One, I was fighting a felony case for cannabis distribution in Florida. Whoop-de-whoop. And
Yeah.
For an amount that would be legal here, it was like 2 pounds, right?
Yeah.
So I found out I was going to have to go on probation, and I had to move the grow halfway through flower. So it was like,
Awesome.
it was in a state where you can't grow. So yeah, I learned how to do all those things on that run, but definitely the hardest run. And I just popped some more and can't wait to keep some.
Yeah, that's dope. I like the lineage and stuff, and then like you being able to tell us how it was created. Dope.
Yeah,
Thank you, Chris. No, I love it. But yeah, I'm gonna maybe see if we're gonna work together. Maybe the hash Tennessee Chris or whatever, Tennessee hash daddy or whatnot, in regards to like growing and stuff, and get some stuff going.
Get them pineapple cheesecake breath seeds popping.
Absolutely. Awesome. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into the next segment, which is Trip Tales. All right. So Trip Tales is all about psychedelics and your experience with them, or maybe mine if you don't have any. Like, because I have plenty.
Batter up right away. Okay, I guess I like jumped into that one.
How much time do we have for this guy here? Because it's going to be a long one.
So I don't know. Boofman is what. Yeah, Corey knows. I like to go to raves and shit.
Okay.
I may have taken a few psychedelics here or there.
Yeah. I've taken a lot, dog. I've done it. Like, so what really helped me out in this past year or so is I was doing ketamine treatments. So quite a few different sessions and whatnot. And I'm not talking like just kind of like recreational. Like we're talking like heavily, like
how much is like heavily? What's like the dosage? I don't even know.
I can't remember. Is in doctor talk. I don't know cc's. I don't know milligrams. Yeah. Fucking whatever the fuck. I just listened to them, and there's a clinic. Do
you feel like it helps?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
So like you wouldn't be like we wouldn't. You're not talking to the same person that I was before. I was super reactive, absolutely angry, and I didn't know why. It's because I hadn't dealt with a bunch of shit that I've have gone on, and I'm a veteran with PTSD and stuff like that, and finally worked and got my disability and whatnot. But I had to work through some shit. So I checked myself in for mental health and stuff like that. And after that, like I still like was listening to their shit, to what they told me when I was there, to like kind of get my shit back in alignment. But I'm still not taking the fucking pills. Like
I don't even take
there's
Tylenol. I'm kind of paranoid.
yeah, for me, yeah. So I'm also, yeah, that's part of my shit is paranoia, right? So I didn't want to take the pills that they keep trying to push on me and stuff like that. I knew like psychedelics had helped me and stuff, and ketamine.
The ketamine was chill, he said.
And I mean, before I found like a legit clinic and stuff like that, I tried ketamine. All right. And I was doing like rails of the shit to sit, and I would sit down and like put myself in a little bit of a hole and just sit there and deal with shit. But once I like, this is afterwards, like after I got out of the whatever the hell, I found a clinic to do it the right way and have someone there and shit like that. So, yeah, it turned my life around.
That was local here?
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, you can Google it.
It's pretty wild.
And there's crazier shit.
Now, do they offer this for veterans? I mean, see, that's where it's wrong, man. They need to.
So
you know what I mean?
costs me a lot of money.
Right. So I feel like psychedelics, cannabis, all these things, like they need to be really offered to the veterans, like almost first and foremost in my mind. I mean,
yeah,
it's proven, like, microdosing mushrooms, all these things, the ketamine. I've looked into all of that, and it's proven to make significant change the quality of people's lives.
Yeah, I mean, it's
indefinitely.
It was absolutely insane how much it turned me around from where I was at. I'm a chef at heart, in case people really don't know. I was a chef even at one point in time for all the concerts here in the Valley in Vegas. Did the Mayweather McGregor fight, stuff like that. But I don't. Where the hell was I going with that shit?
It's that fire, bro.
It's that weed. It's this weed,
and as it burns, it just gets better and better.
It did it to me the last one. But the psychedelic, the ketamine turned like. So I was chef. So I was making edibles and shit around here, and then like if someone would eat anything like fucking even close to similar of my shit, which everything in the world is another version of something that's already fucking been made, which I didn't learn until later. But I was like, they're stealing my style, they're stealing my shit, and like I was just like that angry internet fucking troll anger. Just as soon as I found someone to unleash my fucking shit on, I was unleashing it on, but still never really processing it. It's just being angry and not knowing why. But
right. No, I totally get you, dude. Like that's kind of like with my name, Mr. Boofman, right? Like everyone's like, why do they call you Mr. Boofman? Well, there's a long joke about it, but realistically is, there's a lot of egos in this shit. Why? We're all doing the same thing, right? Whether you're a home, like every head of cultivation was a home grower at one point, right? And why hate on each other's shit? We're all like compliment each other, build each other up. Like you said, you're a chef, right? Mm. Is your food that you make ever good to you like it is to others? No, right? So like if somebody really got the best weed and they grew the best weed, they lost all their passion. Because like I never do as good as I want to do. No matter what anybody tells me, I know I could have done better.
Yeah.
And that's what it's about. It's what drives you. So I don't think anyone is ever going to have the best of something that's always evolving. So I align with guys that aren't flexing and saying that, yo, I got the best gas in town. I don't align with those guys, right? Like they're done. You sound like you're at the end of the road then, bro. Cause like
you made it, dog.
My shit is boof. Even though other people won't tell you that, I'll tell you that my shit's boof, bro. I could do better than that.
Bro, it's like walking up to a bodybuilder in the gym being like, you can leave now, dog. He's like, no, I got some more shit I got to do. Like, nah, you're done, dude. Wow. Wrong. Yeah, there's craft. But
you are your own like worst critic, definitely.
Absolutely. But with psychedelics, yeah, the ketamine really helped me remove that anger. I've had I've liked acid for myself has been better than shrooms. shrooms is always more therapeutic than fun, and I've always liked the acid where I'm just like, I got my headset on, I'm having a mini rave in my apartment with my lights and like whatever the fuck I'm
As
listening
far
to.
as I would say about psychedelics, I would say acid is definitely like more happy-go-lucky, and then mushrooms is very much like therapeutic, where I would say you have to overcome kind of like the come up and your stomach feeling weird. And I feel like it's very sedating at first, and you're like tired, and then once you get over that, it's all like energy-ish,
See,
more energy. At
I've
least.
not done acid, but I've done mushrooms a bunch, like from my teens through my 20s, and it was always like an eighth or a quarter I would take, right? So like to me, it was like I could feel it kick in when I started giggling, and then like it was always good, and then it was like the longest 4 hours of my life, but it was always a good 4 hours or 6 hours or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And the come down, like I was young, I'll never forget it. I was like 17, and I'm like coming down from the shrooms, and I'm like, I feel like I really accomplished something. I feel better after that. I don't know why, but I did. You know, I was like
Yeah.
relaxed for like a month after that. You
Yeah.
know, like
That's that.
so I definitely got therapy from the mushrooms when I was younger for sure.
Right. Yeah. I love that feeling like after a good hard trip or whatever, especially with shrooms, you walk out the next day, if it's like nice outside or whatever, and the wind's blowing, you're just like, I don't know, but I feel amazing right now. It's fucking feel I'm the earth. I'm the earth.
Everything is right.
Yeah.
Everything is right.
I fucking just I'm not walking today. I'm catching the fucking wind, dude. Like,
It's like I got shoes on, but I feel barefoot. Yeah.
yeah, dude. I've never been able to like verbalize that. That's dope. I love that.
Just feel it.
I've not done the acid, but I've done when I was young again. It was like we called it E, or we never called it Molly back then. But I knew a dude that would, he was pressing pills in his apartment. Like he was like, I got a special batch for us this weekend, bro. And he didn't tell me what was in it, but it was mescaline.
Oh my god,
I couldn't talk for like 6 hours, but I wasn't mad about it. It was that was an experience. I would think that could be very therapeutic in a small dose, but I don't think he was doing small doses.
Yeah, I mean, but I've been to Amsterdam where they had shrooms and stuff, and they had like the the dried ones, but they also had fresh and stuff like that. But it was all like it was set up to where like this is how you do it and shit. Like one fucking shop that I walked into, I was carrying a soda. I fucking walked in with a soda, right? And this lady's just, I'm already tripping. She's like, no, and I'm like, ah, and I dropped the soda, and she's like, no artificial sugars, just like juices and shit like that, or you're gonna have a bad trip. I'm like, lady, I'm gonna have a bad trip if you yell out at me one more fucking time. But we were walking around, smoking.
A comment, a person saying I guess they have mushrooms over acid. Also, they were saying that mushrooms has a golden gate into the trip, and it's harder but more rewarding as you feel like you did something. Acid is just a lot of energy and the nasty come down, and always feel like you got a trip again to complete the acid trip.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I guess so. Like for me though, like I don't know, I take multiple like gel tabs, and I mean, I'm going like I think at the most I've taken 5.
It's a lot.
Yeah, doc. But at that time, I also like that was 5. But one time, I took 5 papers and an eighth of shrooms, and that was amazing time. Let's set this here. That time, I actually saw some great. Like I haven't seen too many visuals on anything, but like that one right there for sure. I was looking at my phone and shit was like raised up off of it and doing crazy shit. And I said out loud when I was sitting by myself, and they heard me. And
any type of intoxication at all ever.
I said, "Yeah, it's horrible." I said loudly, I was like, "This is what they're talking about when they're talking about psychedelics and cartoons and shit on TV." And my ex is like, "What?" I'm like, "Nothing." That was way supposed to be inner dialogue, but I was just like loud as fuck saying it on the patio as people were walking by. Oh shit! I should have built that up a little bit better.
I've definitely had some experiences on mushrooms too, where it's like I'll never forget it, man. These 2 dudes brought like I don't know, like 8-9 pounds to a dorm room and the University of Rhode Island, right? And like everybody in that place was taking them, and like the power ended up going out because people were messing with that. But I swear to God, dude, like nobody was talking, but it felt like we were having conversations, you know, like, and it's like, we would both get up at the same time. And I'm like, you're thinking to go down there like I am? He's like, yeah, dude. I'm like, it's so weird. He's like, isn't it? It was just like, just really, it felt like everyone was kind of on the same
Everyone
wave.
could
You know
read
what I
each
mean?
other's minds
Yeah,
somehow.
yeah.
We all just knew what we were all thinking.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, we lost 2 of my friends, and like the girls we were with, like, oh, where would they be? And I'm like, I have a vision. And she's like, what? I said, I see Jesus, I see angels, and I see a beach. Take me to where there would be beach sand. And she's like, we do have volleyball courts. It's a little bit of a walk, though. My friends were there making like angels and the fucking beach sand. Yeah, I cannot even make it up. Like, I was
Bro,
like, she was like, how did you know that? I'm like, I don't know. It's the shrooms.
I don't know. Dog.
She manifested this shit.
Bro, I've been in my apartment at one point in time, tripping balls on shrooms, and going, just standing there going like, oh my God, I'm talking to everybody on shrooms right now. And that's a fucking, like, that's a real feeling. Like, I don't care what you say, fucking take an eighth or 7 G's. And then sit in a dark room and tell me you can't talk to people. I mean, you're gonna see some shit.
Yeah,
I feel the type of way for sure.
The missus is in the other room, and she's been like, why don't we do shrooms? And it's been a while for me, so after this, it's
And-
like, I'm gonna have to do it.
Yeah. And there's different strains and shit too. You gotta, like, for that, like, I myself, for the most part, and it's what most people are around here allegedly, everything's alleged, have like the albinos, the apes,
The golden teachers,
that-
always fire. Those
yeah,
are the
I like
ones.
those. Those are like a real, like, good starter, or like middle of the road kind of one. Where, I mean, you can take enough to make it not. But the apes, the albino, the penis envy are just
the penis envies are insane.
well, and then the albino ones on top of it are just absolutely freaking stupid. So like that's for me, it's hard for me to find the right dose in those, because I feel like those are a little more like Everclear.
They're aggressive.
They're real aggressive. One that I found, a strain that I liked more recently, was tidal waves, which are a mix from the B plus and the penis envy. So it kind of like,
Yeah, I've heard of those.
milds it out. It's a little more of a body fry. So
Why don't you get into mycology? It's like a quick turnaround,
yeah, yeah. Allegedly, that's
That's what I'm afraid of. It's been like probably over a decade since I've done shrooms. I'll take them and I'll be like, well, I could make them. And then the next thing you know, you see the kid in Connecticut,
Yeah,
the busted kid had $8.5 million street value, and the entire house was a giant mushroom farm.
yeah. No, we're not doing
He's
any
like-
of that.
He's like, no, they're not that kind. They're just like mushrooms.
Yeah, yeah. Sure. But I'm not doing that.
I always say, if it's not killing anybody, leave it alone. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
80 million though, like how exaggerated was that number?
No, it was 8.5
8.5 million.
8.5 million.
Oh, absolutely
Yeah.
exaggerated. They're like, we
Yeah.
took some. There was a cop on there who had probably, like me, way too many donuts. That's, I mean, I can say it. It's our word. He's fat, and he's like, we got him. We fucking got the fucking hard drugs off the street. And he's doing some sort of Texas Ranger shit because he was so smart. And he's like, how much is that, Joe? Hey, shit, that's about 8.5 million of vegetables from the ground, which, again, like the shit shouldn't cost.
I've
anything.
always said, like, when it's like fully legal, like, I'm gonna hire a whole squad of police to sell my shit, because like they always get the most value for, like, I'm like, damn, bro, you're getting $8,000 a pound, shit.
Oh shit, where
You know, no, but
Man.
that's how they value it. You know,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
they must be great salesmen if they can get that for it.
that whoever's buying that, their dad's a lawyer.
Yeah.
He's good. He's got the docksiders on.
Right.
All right, so we're go ahead and go to the break real quick, and we'll come back with mental health as well. I am high. It's gonna be a good day. Trying to
It's a
like,
great day.
yeah, I gotta catch up. Cat had a thing. I had to take her to the emergency vet yesterday.
No.
She's doing way better. Just her eye. I was just freaking out because I've never had a cat, and I'm like,
Aw.
what do I do? What did I do? All that kind of shit. But she's doing better. So I'm a little behind. I got to do meal prep for the homie. But that is gonna be good because I'm high. So, all right. So, next segment is mental health is wealth. All right. Keep on rolling. All right. So, mental health is wealth is all about, our struggles with mental health and whatnot. I know we talked about it a bit with the psychedelics, but we can touch on it a little bit more if you want to, or we can jump into the plug stuff. But you have anything you want to share about?
I mean, it's always good to stay positive. I feel like positivity is key. I mean, no matter how low you go, everything's gonna bounce back. May take a long time, but you gotta stay positive a long time.
Absolutely. Like you're saying, everything is in waves and shit like that. Good times pass just like bad times pass, but everything passes. So just keep riding the wave, and you'll get there.
You ride the ride, man.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I mean, when you get depressed and when you're down, I mean, we all do. You just got to focus on what you have. Like every day, I'm grateful that I have the ability to grow weed. Like, and now that I'm here, I can do it legally, so it's even better in the community. Let me tell you something, Arizona. I love you guys. Everybody from
Shout out to Arizona.
yeah,
Just love Arizona.
from this dude
the entire
from
state.
Grower's House, Canna Crib. Shout out to them. From AZ Chiefers. I mean, dude, the list, Sunset Glass Gallery, the list could go on and on. Everybody I run into, Tree Junkie. I mean, every guest that you've
Tree
had
Junkie
has been amazing. The Potent Planet one we listened to.
Amar.
Yeah, dude. We were listening to him last night again, and I was like, this dude speaks the truth, man. Like,
Yeah.
we're all doing the same thing. Don't hate, show love. To me, I'm like them. Like, I'll never enter my shit in a contest. It's not a contest.
It's a hard lesson to learn,
Yeah.
especially I don't know. You've seen it out here with this industry, this community. That it is not like that. A lot of people will even say that they're like that, and then eventually you just see like, oh shit, no, you're not like that at all. And it's like, oh, like it's that
That's like the cannabis industry as a whole, almost, man.
yeah. It's like
It's
a white
cutthroat.
person in a scary movie. It's like, hey, what is that? And then they walk over there and start getting hit in the fucking head. Like, oh shit, I wasn't. Yeah, don't. Yeah. It's kind of how you find out about some of these people out here. So, keep your head on a swivel. But intuition is amazing. You will know.
You gotta trust your gut with a
Just
lot of
start talking to
things. You gotta
people
trust your gut with
and
a lot of
listen
things.
to that voice is like good or bad, because that I'm telling you that's right more than it's wrong.
Yeah.
I'm telling you way more. Because like we started talking and stuff like that, and you just like vibes are not transferable. Like, you know what I mean? You can't steal them. You can't.
Yeah, it has to be genuine.
You can steal someone's style with their clothing, but you can't steal their vibes. So.
Yeah, and especially in cannabis, man, I feel like you can't. You can try to be fake all you want, but we're gonna know. Like,
we're gonna
when we meet
find out.
you, we will feel the energy. And if that energy isn't what you bring on, your platform or whatever it is, it'll be really clear. You'll feel it. So.
It's abundantly clear when it's not. But all right, we're gonna, because I have quite a few things to get to promo and stuff. I know you do, and we got some dabs and shit to do, because I'm gonna do that. But we'll go ahead and jump into plug talk real quick. All right. So plug talk is all about promoing what we got going on. Is that going? Just
nah, it stays lit until you're ready. Honestly, I just got it not long ago, so whenever I hit the thing from the phone, it'll But I wanted you to, if we're gonna plug
Future.
people up,
Yeah, let's do it.
shout out to Three's Genetics, homie of
out.
mine for many years out of Colorado. Some very good genetics and amazing hash rosin. So he breeds 4 hash rosin. So.
Oh, see, yeah, nice. And that's what brings you. That's small craft shit. That's what you can't reproduce in
some genuine terps. Like I've actually been dabbing on this a little bit the past couple of days, and yeah, the shit is fire. Hash rosin is always a win though. Shouts out to Threes for the phenos and the selections too on this one.
And also shout out to my homie Exorcist. That dude made me just love BHO again.
Hell yeah.
Just like literally like a tiny little dab, you're sweating, bro. But like good sweats. Low temp dab, still making you sweat. That's always good.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to try to see if you have another container or something. I can throw you some of this. But
well, thank you for having us. Pass this
absolutely.
over.
This is the homies BHO that he made the trop cookies.
All right, when it buzzes, not yet. When it buzzes again,
oh my bad.
In a second or two, it'll buzz, and then you're good to go.
All right, for sure. Seeds.
Seeds. Yes.
Seeds and weeds.
Right now, actually, Corey just got some animal ice cream cookies. He just finished chopping down right now. I helped him chop it down last night. This is fucking animal pie x ice cream cookie breath. I'm gonna be dropping the ice cream cookie breath soon here this year. Ice cream cake x cookie breath. Cookie breath is GSC x meat breath. Terps, just like gassy, funky pie funk in this one, and the shit grows, man. I just posted a video last night. Check out my Instagram at la.devils.lettuce on Instagram, and yeah, check out my last post. This shit's fucking fire.
One thing I love about this dude is he comes out with all these different strains, and then as we run them, and I'm running them, I'll pop a pack at a time. Sometimes I'll pop 3 packs or whatever. And I'll tell him like, yeah, this one it's just not. There's nothing like. It's not bad. There's just nothing special about it, and you'll never see those seeds on his menu. So like, he might come out with 20 different crosses and only have a list of 8 that he's going to drop, and that's one thing that I really respect about the dude. So.
It'd be like that sometimes. Not everything's keepers. There's a lot of hype shit out there. I mean, a lot of the hype shit is cool. I'm not disrespecting anyone, but I mean, you have to really like kind of actually genuinely test your shit and take the L sometimes. I mean, it's kind of funny. I had a couple plants that I was just like, I don't like, and I'm literally like, I grow organic. I'm kind of like a hippie at heart. And I was like, I'm just gonna harvest these seeds to fucking eat. This is kind of funny. I don't know. I actually love hemp seeds. They're actually super healthy for you and good for you. I know it's kind of funny. But
we got a question from
keep it organic.
From Bobby Hill. He's saying, when is there going to be another auction?
Another auction? Damn. He knew I've been lagging on this for a minute. I don't know. Instagram's just a cop, man. Like, I don't know. I'm going to do some soon. I'll probably do it on my backup at la.devils.lettuce, but with 3 E's at the end. I'll probably post some on there soon later this month. But,
we'll get to it.
Bobby. True that.
All right. Oh man, call it just like, hey, where could we get them? Right. Allegedly, we'll find out.
And shout out to everybody that took me up on my offer. I posted a few times on Instagram, like, hey man, like I'm giving cuts out. Anybody wants cuts? And people hit me up, and I think they were like, yeah, what's the catch? And I'm like, I live in Marana. If you're in Tucson, can we meet halfway? And they're like, what do I owe you? And I'm like, yeah, just meet me halfway. Here's some cuts. So yeah, dude, too. Like if I find some fire, I want everyone to have it. So
hell yeah.
You gotta get the Boofman animal ice cream pie cut. This shit's fire. And the ice cream, the Mendo ice cream.
That Mendo.
The Mendo is fire.
I mean, I'll smoke it all. This sounds amazing. Yeah. And like I said, the homie has some of your seeds and stuff like that. So we'll end up popping some of that shit too here. Hopefully in the next few months. Get that shit going. All right. And that shit right there was fire.
That was...
I was letting everybody talk, but
Papaya Glow from Three's Genetics Reserve. Yeah.
I mean, it's very tropical fruit. Like, I mean, and it would like the terps are heavy. Like,
it's really nice.
Like I've had too many where I'm like, can I? And the flavor was there, and this is like it was like the flavor is now like a fart in the room.
In a good way. In a good way.
And
yeah.
I mean, no,
good
not
way.
that. That shit's the fire. And I'm just
In a
saying,
good
like, sometimes you get some weed and stuff like that, and it's just like very like
The people
the
say
terp's gone.
Kona cake is something hella dank, same as pineapple Kim cake.
Oh
They'll
yeah.
send them later.
Shout out to Kona Cake, because if you have a tent and you have a small area and
That's
you're like,
such a
I
beautiful
can't
plant,
have
dude.
something that's gonna grow 6 feet tall, I swear Kona has no stretch. That thing, man, whatever you
They
flip it at,
squat
it's
and
gonna like,
stack.
yeah, it might get 3 inches taller than wherever you flip. I flipped like 7 of them in a 4x2 that was like under 5 feet tall and had no issues.
That's what's
So,
up.
yeah, and they throw
That's-
down too. It yielded.
That's good to know. So that's very specific, like, because not everyone has like a whole room to grow in or
Yeah,
whatnot.
they say
Yeah.
super squat for tent growers for sure. I
Yeah.
loved them outdoor though. That was one of my frostiest outdoor plants one year, the Kona cake.
So if you're growing autos, not hating on autos, but if you're growing autos because of something like that, because of a space situation, Kona cake, that's the move. Switch over to photos. One bean, you can get a plant for the rest of your life. You know?
Yeah,
with cuts.
that's what's up. That's what's up. Get your hard hats on. We're dropping knowledge. I mean, they are, and I'm not.
Feel free, for real. Like I love dropping knowledge and I love receiving it too. So yeah, hit us up on Instagram,
Yeah,
and we're all
always.
like, you ask us about stuff on the menu, we're not gonna hold back. Like if you're like, hey, I think I'm gonna chop these PCBs down at like week 9, I'm gonna tell you, you're not gonna have a
run
good
them longer.
Yeah, you're not gonna have a good flavor.
Run them to like 10 and a half at least. At least. Some of them 11 really, with the F2s for sure. Maybe like 11.
Yeah, so that's something that we've talked about. Like, too many people are starting to cut early for color.
The industry grows. They just chop too early. I mean,
I call it the new CRC for rosin is like get that 9 weeker and chop it like 5.5, 6 weeks. Yeah, and then your hash will be white.
Yeah, and the terps won't be developed at all.
Exactly.
I mean, some of them will be there or something like that, but I mean,
I just specifically would say with my strains, like all the pineapple cheesecake breath crosses, they like put on weight towards the end, and a lot of people miss out on that and
Big
the
time.
color and like just terps. Yeah, like they get dense quick towards the end.
but that's part of also kind of the consumer's fault around here too. Is like we want to, like, a lot of them want to buy like the white colored stuff and don't realize that just even different strains, even we're talking trop cookies or something in a rosin or something like that, is going to be way darker and stuff, like because of those terps and stuff. If you get it a little further,
even on the flower side, like we're talking, one of my big inspirations to grow was Capulator in Mac 1. I'm like, this dude found something special. But there's so many cultivation facilities out there, like 8 week, chop it, and I'm like. And then you smoke it and you're just like, it looks like Mac, but it's just missing. And that's why Mac doesn't really have terps. No, not at week 8, but try it at 10. Whoo. And it's some good meds.
The industry just wants a quick flip, though. It's just the problem. Every
market dictating.
Every facility is on numbers. They need to maximize everything. And it's maximizing money over terps. And
there'll always be a Bud Light market, but there'll always be that, somebody that wants
always
that
be craft
microbrew,
cannabis,
that $12 beer because, they really appreciate it and they're in it for
and I don't drink anymore, but I'm like with weed, I'm
shout out to that, bro. Congratulations on how many years?
Oh, bro, fucking, I don't know. Like, I mean, now look, I had a beer or two, like in a year, but like I'm talking, like I don't.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
I'll always say recovering, because if I recovered, then I could drink again. But I had a real bad drinking problem, so it's been about 9 years since I had one.
My biggest problem was cocaine. Like me and Theo Vaughn,
dude,
the best, like my favorite weed back in the day, cocaine.
Listen, I've it's just the way it smells, bro. That's why I like it. It's nothing. No, but honestly, you're right, dude. It's I haven't had many bad times on the cocaines,
but it's
it could definitely ruin your life very quickly.
Yeah, but it definitely is just like anything else, any other drug or substance that changes your stuff. Before I jump into my promo, it's all about what you got going on, and it kind of like expose. Like, I'm not saying like go do therapy real quick and then go do drugs, but I am saying that drugs will expose yourself to you.
Yeah.
So if you have some underlying problems, And
It's not gonna magnify that shit at all
yeah,
in a good way.
yeah, it's not gonna be great. So maybe like deal with your shit and then try some shit, but don't do cocaine. Maybe.
Yeah, and know yourself, dude. Like, know yourself. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
especially
Know your
like if you get an
limits.
addictive personality, which I found out later in life. I'm just like, I always knew to like stay away from the painkillers and stuff, and especially in Florida when
I got addicted
first
in the
moved
Army,
there,
yeah.
bro. It was just you get them so easy everywhere, and that was before the fentanyl. So like, I hate to say when it was safer to do, but you know, I'm so glad that I knew like, yo, the dentist gave me them things, and I liked them, so I knew like, you know, I'll really like them, and I stayed away from them.
Yeah,
And,
all that shit.
And yeah, so know yourself.
The
sure.
bud is wiser.
Yeah,
The
get
bud
it.
is wiser.
Yeah, just smoke weed. All right, so promo and stuff. What we have going on? Hit up. Like I said. In the previous one, me and Dab and Ricky did a little thing. There's some cookies floating around that are made from rosin.
Oh, okay.
Got some shit
Some
that are
rosin cookies.
yeah,
Okay.
some shit that I made like from back in the day. Like made a couple that my grandma used to make, and then I made
Telling me good things.
and then I made like the peanut butter cookies with a Hershey Kiss thing in there, like my mom used to make. And then I made something that I created, which is white chocolate and blueberry cookies, and they taste like cereal and shit like that. But yeah, they all slap. So I mean, I don't know. Maybe hit up Dab and Ricky or something. I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know how
Thank you,
I don't know where
chef.
they're at. But if you DM me, maybe I can help you find. Maybe I can give you like a treasure map or some shit.
There's
Side-
an amazing stuff that
quests.
goes down in the DMs, guys.
Yeah, the DMs.
It's crazy.
All right. Shout out also Sin City. We're gonna end up popping some of their seeds. The nuclear power, which they had a competition 2 years ago, and we out here in Arizona won. I named it Nuclear Power, which is GMO times their blue power.
Sick.
Nuclear power.
Sick.
Dope.
Sick.
And if it burns white ashes, it's like it's clean energy. This guy.
Instagram approved.
And then I also have their Atlantis, which is blue power times forbidden fruit. So
That sounds fire too.
yeah, we're gonna grow that out. But
Shouts out
eventually,
Sin City.
Sin City style. Got some of their shit. Who else? All right. So next week, as long as everyone's schedule still works, I have the homie Chef Emmerich. He's been part of quite a few different, like, I believe, edible companies, and I've worked with him as a bud tender. Really good chef, really dope chef. He does some videography shit, and like he went to Japan. The shit was just insane. Like I'm like, oh, my skills are not there. So
I want to go to Japan.
yeah, me too. I got a homie out there. He does like, I mean, I've talked to him like maybe a pen pal then. But he does like videos. He does like a bunch of crip walking and stuff or whatever. Like you know,
He's cool.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. I mean, no, he's very popular, but I mean, it's not really. I mean, he's dancing. It's not crip walking, but you know what I mean. I mean, it's really crip walking, but he's not a crip. I'm sure. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. So, and then that's Chef Emmerich, and then right after that is also who with Project PAX is Robert Cortez. He'll be Robert will be here at 2 p.m. But yeah, we got some stuff going on. Eventually, me and Mr. Boofman and everything, and then I believe I'm gonna pop some of the seeds, like I said. Eventually,
Yeah, man, I got you. Just hit me up.
Absolutely.
And to everyone out there, don't be afraid to hit up me and Corey in the DMs, Mr. Boofman or LA Devils Lettuce on Instagram. Hit me up whenever. Any questions, anything.
We're all accessible.
Yeah, and I do some like really different giveaways where you don't have to tag anybody or do anything, but like guess what the plant will weigh when it's dry. So shout out to the winners.
Yeah,
check that shit out.
It ended up being 75 grams. I shut the comments off, and I got two winners
help him trim.
that I love. Our homie Sean, dude with the death wish on IG.
Shout out dude with the death wish. Shout out dude with the death wish.
So he'll be getting a nice little care package, and I cannot find the other account, but you will be too, sir. So
can't find the account. That guy or that person. I'm sorry.
It's because I shut the commenting off.
No, you're good. So yeah, that's dope. You'll be seeing more work with me and collabing with these two gentlemen here in the future. The vibe check worked for both ends.
And honestly, dude, I told Brandon, because to be on this platform and sit in the chairs that the other guests have, like to even put us anywhere in that level to us is like, wow. Like I explained to him, you've had some amazing people in this community, and we're just very honored being that I just moved here. AZ is definitely home. You guys have made it home.
Yeah, much love, guys.
And
The
I
vibes are always
just want to
chill.
say, definitely honored to sit in these chairs and be on this podcast where some of these other greats in my eyes have been.
You guys. Big shout out to Habari Entertainment. Go check them out, habarientertainment.com, for your news. If you any podcasting, video work, anything like that, go check them out. They're great. Without them, I would be nothing. Without anybody watching, I would still be doing this. But yeah, no, I really appreciate that. I'm really trying to do this for everybody else. I really don't give a shit about me. I know I talk a lot. That's why this is great for me. But other than that, I don't really give a shit about myself. I just want to hear from everybody else. And I was just such an angry person for so long. Like I just want to be that happy person and have fun again, and just like have fun like a kid. And I'm not mad at you for doing anything. Like I'll fucking, you know what I'm saying? I'm here to promote and everything and have a good time. And you're just as great as anybody that sat in that fucking chair, because we're all fucking equal. And if you think you're better than any of us, you can go ahead and turn the shit off right now. There's another channel for you. It ain't this one. We love everybody here. Just make sure that you are subscribing, following, liking, share. Make someone sit down and watch this shit. If you got family stuff coming up, right? Family get-togethers, Christmas and stuff. Just throw it on the TV in front of everybody when everyone's sitting there, even to just run the numbers up on the algorithm.
Honestly, like, you have pets and you're leaving the house
Run
without
it up.
putting something on, like, just put us on.
Hit a like.
I
comment.
promise you, dogs and cats love us, guys.
Yeah,
I'm telling you,
yeah,
like,
they're gonna love it. They're gonna love it. Bark,
Chef
bark.
Ryan has never cooked a pet. Ever.
Bark, bark, meow, meow. Tweet, 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 tweet. All right, so thank you, everybody that is commented and been talking and given on the live and stuff too. Shout out to you guys.
Much love.
And make sure to throw some comments on, and we'll have some more cool clips and shit coming out. I promise it's gonna be dope. All right, so make sure you tap in, smoke up, trip out. Love y'all. Deuces.
Peace.
We're out.
I knew it would eventually. I felt it in my heart.